Watch videos. Today, at least in the United States, it is March 31st, 2021, which means it is the last day of the Super Mario 35th anniversary. According to Nintendo, these games and services will vanish tomorrow, no joke. This video is about how I celebrated Mario's 35th anniversary. Cereal. It's good for farmers selling grain and milk, rectangular prism enthusiasts, and protector box manufacturers. But for what else is cereal good? It's also good for Nintendo and Kellogg's to promote the Super Mario Odyssey video game and edible sand, wood pulp, and glue mixture stamped into asterisk shapes with colored sugar-coated styrofoam pieces that vaguely resemble Mario-related power-ups in a bright red cardboard box with Mario and Cappy after the game's release on October 27th, 2017. Now, the cereal box was not just for appearances, however, because you could scan this area of the box using a right Joy-Con or Pro Controller within the Super Mario Odyssey game to unlock hints for the locations of in-game power moons. The cereal box measures at 11 inches in height, while the Amiibo figures made for the game were less than half the height, making them far more portable. So some people printed small replicas of the cereal box and glued them on top of a real Amiibo plastic base, then took the sticker from inside the actual cereal box and replaced the one in the Amiibo plastic base, turning it into a functional Delicious Amiibo. That's the official name for this Amiibo according to Nintendo, which could now be scanned just like the other 3 Amiibo that were made specifically for this game. Now, most normal people would prefer the mini Delicious Amiibo over the bigger cereal box, but I'm not most people. I'm one person. A person who wanted to super mushroomify the regular Amiibo base to fit the actual cereal box's size.
Introducing the Delicious Amiibo Deluxe Edition.
At 550% of the origin 'size, there are a plethora of comparative adjectives to describe it. People just can't stop talking about it. Call 1-800-IT'S-A-ME, Mario, to order before it's too late. Now here's how I built the Amiibo, but if you couldn't care less about that, you can skip to the chapter marker in the video description where I demo the Deluxe Amiibo. First, I noobishly built a 3D model of the Amiibo base in the program Blender, which involved measurements, math, and lots of weeping. You can see the iterative intermediate steps of my building process because the undo command buffer fills up pretty quickly in the application. I don't have a 3D printer, but Redditor DeadPotato02 does, and they were kind enough to work with me on making my dream a reality. They also provided these progress snapshots and videos as the lid and base were being built. This project would simply not have happened without them, because online 3D printing services are very expensive. So thank you. There was a point in the process where we thought the printer had malfunctioned and created this atrocity, but thankfully this was just a glitch camera feed image and the part came out just fine. After receiving the 3D printed parts by mail, I headed to my local hardware store with the Boo Amiibo in hand as a color reference, and I used the color identifier app to get the RGB values of the red, light gray, and dark gray spray paints I would need for the base. Then I spent way too long figuring out how to apply the spray paint and checkerboard pattern, but I eventually got the painter's tape to cooperate with my knife. Satisfying peeling montage. The final step was figuring out how to attach the cereal box to the base and ensuring it would be sturdy enough to grip by the cereal box. Now, sorry to disappoint you all, but there is no cereal inside this box, for pest reasons, but I filled it with pieces of cardboard to the desired thickness. When attaching it to the base, I wasn't fast enough with a hot glue gun to make that work, so this is what the bottom of the box looked like after peeling off the hardened hot glue. I strategically placed multiple NFC stickers on the bottom of the base, and the Deluxe Delicious Amiibo was complete. All that was left to do was to test it. And that was the story of how I made something that takes up too much space on my gaming cabinet, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
See you next time.